说到移民美国呢，可以说是八仙过海，各显神通。那有一半以上的中国移民呢是通过亲属关系呢移民美国的。我们今天为您请来的是王明武律师事务所的移民律师 Cameron， 和我们来谈论一下亲属移民申请的情况。Cameron, welcome to the program.
Hi, thank you for having me on.
So, as a citizen or a green card holder, who can I petition for?
Oh, as a green card holder, I'll start with that. Meaning a lawful permanent resident having a permanent green card, you can apply for your spouse, your unmarried child under 21, or your unmarried child over 21. The most important part to note there is that it's only your unmarried children and your spouse. And the important thing to note is that when you apply for these spouse or unmarried children, it's not an automatic thing. They still have to wait for the visa number from the National Visa Center in order to come over to the United States. As a U.S. citizen, in addition to a spouse or unmarried children over and under 21, you can also apply for married children over or under 21, a brother or sister if you're over 21, or your mother or father if you're over 21.
Okay, so for parents there is no quota, but for siblings there is a quota.
There's no real quota. There's what they do is they have processing times. Obviously, the easiest one person to bring over, the quickest person to bring over is your spouse, and then your parents and your children come at a later time. Your brother and sister, you may be waiting 10 to 12 years before they receive their green card, which is still faster, of course, than applying straight for a green card. But the process is very long. My grandmother, for example, petitioned her sister, and that process actually took almost 20 years to complete.
Wow.
Because of the complexities of the relationships that they have to prove, and also the processing times being much, much longer for siblings.
Can I apply for my uncles, nephews, cousins, in-laws, or grandparents? Can I apply for them?
Oh, actually, you cannot. It's only direct family members that you can apply for, either under green card or U.S. citizen. A lot of times people come to me, can my uncle come over? And my answer is, well, does he have a direct relative in the United States on which he can come over?
You mentioned earlier that either I'm a green card holder or a citizen that can apply for my spouse because the immigration law is about union, family union. So under what circumstances would I be able to apply for my spouse?
Well, there's the most important circumstance, and the biggest one that I get is if your spouse has been already determined to commit marriage fraud. Marriage fraud means in the past they tried to gain immigration benefits through fraud, meaning that they either were paid to do it or paid somebody else to get them through. Once the USCIS determines that you have been convicted of marriage fraud, it is near impossible for that spouse to gain their green card through the normal I-130 procedures. And that's a big issue because a lot of people I know don't understand that accepting money or paying money for a relative who's going to be petitioning or petitioning them themselves can really down the line hurt their immigration cause, especially if the other spouse whom they are paying money to decides to go to the immigration interview and say, this guy that I'm petitioning for, this is not a real marriage, he paid me to do it. That essentially bars you from admissibility into the United States.
Wow.
And it takes many, many steps beyond that to get beyond the marriage bar.
Well, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
本资讯由王明武律师事务所赞助提供。